And good afternoon again. We are at Sunset Park here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have advanced to the next round in our tournament here, the Sin City Classic 2024. This game between the Arizona Serpents and the Seattle D's Nuts. My name is Rich Siegel. Happy to call play-by-play with you along with Dr. Joel Tremblay. As we begin this next game, we have seen the Serpents play twice. They have been very impressive in both of their wins. This is the first time we have seen D's Nuts. I can't say that on the air. At any rate, our technical advisor today and our engineer is Elliot Turner, along with Roman Jimenez and Jordan Espiritu, and our offsite engineer is Mitch Barnes. D's Nuts from Seattle and the Arizona Serpents about ready to do battle here. And I'm not sure, but if once this game is over, we have the championship game. Is that correct? And who would be the other team coming through the winner's bracket? Who? Norfolk Gunners. They beat the San Diego team? All right. All right, the leadoff batter is Chia, and he leads off and gets a base hit to center field. And so the leadoff batter on, and this is Brian Robick. This game for third place. I just needed to get confirmation of that so I wouldn't be wrong about it and ask the right man who gave me the right answer. And the first pitch is a ball. The umpires are Cody Endereg and James Mathis. James Mathis on the bases today. Line drive into right center field is down for a hit. Chia at second base will head to third. The throw comes into the second baseman who throws to third, and the runner is safe. The ball gets by the third baseman. They come home, and the runner is safe at home. On the play, Robick to second. It'll go as a single. When the throw came into third base, the base runner kept going. That's Chia, who scored as the ball was hitting him in the back, and this will bring up Zinnel. And the first pitch to him is on the plate. It has been a beautiful day here in Las Vegas. Sun has been out all day. We have had very little in the way of even high clouds, unlike we saw yesterday. Zinnel swings and hits one in the air to left center field, and the catch is made. The catch is made by the left center fielder, and that is the first out. That is Paulina Romero out in left center field. That's out number one, and we'll bring up Sanders, the left center fielder for D's Nuts. And the first pitch is short. Here's the next one. That pitch is low. The count is 3 balls and 1 strike. And that's the strike called by Cody Endrig. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on and hit into the alley between left center field and left, and that ball gets down. This is going to score Robick from second base. The other runner holds at second base with a double, and it's 2-0 for D's Nuts.
Strong throw to second there, but Sanders able to get in before the ball. And as you mentioned, so this is effectively a semifinal game. The way this works in double elimination brackets is the winner of this team will advance to the championship game, and they would have to beat the team coming out of the winner's bracket twice.
The batter is Gerke, the shortstop, with a runner at second base and 1 out here in the top of the first inning. D's Nuts off to an early 2-0 lead. The pitch swung on and hit up the middle into center field. The ball gets down and it ups to the fence. All right, here is Sanders coming around third to score the third run of the game for D's Nuts on another double. So you saw that the appeal was made at first base. The base runner, Gerke, missed the bag, and so the out there. But the run does count, and it's 3-0, and here is Ogle. Wearing shorts and a t-shirt on this now chilly late Sunday afternoon. And the first pitch is a strike.
And that second umpire out there is something that this tournament tries to have happen late in the tournaments, in the championship game or in the
there's a ground ball
in
to
the semis.
Shortstop. Over to first, and the throw bounces in the dirt. It gets by the first baseman, Aguiar, so the runner is safe at first base. That'll bring up DeWitt, the right center fielder, with a runner at first base and 2 outs. 3 runs have scored in the top of the first. And DeWitt takes the first pitch on the plate for a ball. Here's the next one. There's a swing and a miss. Steps out of the batter's box to think about that one for a moment or two. And here's the next delivery. A swing and a pop-up on the infield. Pitcher calls everybody off and makes the catch, and that ends the first inning for these Nuts. But they do score 3 runs in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. For the Arizona Serpents' first at-bat in this game, they trail 3-0 here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And we will use some of these changeovers to talk about the sponsors of this great Sin City Classic and the Cloud Sports Network. And we want to tell you a little bit about Tito's. Tito's Handcrafted Vodka has been a longtime partner of the Sin City Classic as part of their Love Tito's campaign. Giving back to the community has been a part of the Austin-based Tito's from the beginning. So if you want quality, small batch vodka made with love and passion, then make Tito's your official vodka.
I can tell you, being from Austin, that Tito's, not only do they make a great product, but they give back to our community many times over. And so we thank them.
Some great sponsors at this Sin City Classic, some of them also sponsors of other tournaments in other cities. We find a lot of groups that once they start sponsoring LGBTQ plus athletics, they like to just keep doing it. Very positive thing for them, very great stories of the players as to what it means to them. The marketing director or marketing chair for International Pride Softball says that's how he usually gets folks, is once they start hearing the stories of these players, their families, what this LGBTQ plus athletics opportunity means to them, they just can't stay away.
So Michael Donovan will stand in and he will be the leadoff batter. Jenkins is the pitcher for these Nuts. And he throws his first pitch of this game. It bounces on the plate for a ball. There's a swing and a bouncing ball to the right side. It's a slow roller to the second baseman on to first. And out. Paulina Romero, the batter. First pitch is a ball.
For those who watched the last game, Romero was the clairvoyant on-deck batter who knew that they were not done scoring.
There's a bouncing ball off the pitcher's glove, and he tries to make the play, but he's throw too low. It gets by the first baseman, and Romero on to second base. And then there was a little bit of an overthrow to the pitcher, and the ball bounced to the third baseman, but there was no further advancement by Romero. So she is at second base.
So, Rich, the ball got by the first baseman no matter what, but Romero in there with a head-first slide. What are your thoughts on the head-first slide?
If you're not afraid of getting hurt, then I guess it's okay. Aguiar hits one down the left field line for a base hit, and here she comes. Paulina Romero on to score the first run of the ball game for Arizona. If you're wearing a helmet, I think it's okay. But I'd be concerned if you weren't.
Definitely concerned about safety. The other thing you hear sometimes is that when you're running to first, which you can overrun, you actually lose time in the dive, and you would be better to do a better push off and stretch to first base. Obviously, the head first slide worked there for Romero. Just an interesting discussion sometimes among baseball folk.
Line drive into right center field is down for a base hit. Romero. Aguiar held second base, and it's a base hit. He had to wait to see if the ball might be caught, and he held up at second base as the ball did bounce, and he was able to make it there and decided not to try to get to third. Here is Marcial Gonzalez. And the first pitch is a strike call. The next delivery, swing and a fly ball hit out into shallow center field. That ball drops in for a hit. Aguiar motors to third base, and he is there. The bases are now loaded on the single, and Kyle Beeling, the batter. Kyle has the sweatshirt on and the hoodie on too, the hood. Here's the first pitch to him, and there is a fly ball hit out into right field. The catch is made. Aguiar tags at third and will score. Petchke holds at third, and Gonzalez holds at second. So that's a successful at-bat. Here is Jose Villarreal, and he takes the first pitch for a ball. Strike called. It's 2-2. There's a swing and a bouncing ball off the third baseman's glove. He recovers in time and throws him out. Excitement here at the ballpark. 2-run score in the bottom of the first inning for the Serpents, and we go to the top of the second. It is now 3-2 in favor of these Nuts. You're listening to Sin City Softball here on the Cloud Sports Network. Sin City Classic Facebook page, Sin City Classic YouTube channel.
And again, what we are bringing you right now are D2 games from the open section. So in the open section of this tournament, anyone can play. You can be a cisgender male, a cisgender female, a transgender male or female, an agender person, or a non-binary person. And the D2 references these players' ratings. So based on the International Pride Softball rating system, you need to have all your players be lower than a 12 or 12 or lower, and you need to have a team rating of 110 or lower. Now, that's for all the D teams. There are 3 D divisions that were broken down by team rating. So these are the middle teams of the D divisions that came here to the Sin City Classic.
All right, the leadoff batter will be Ramadan. And Ramadan swings and bounces one to the shortstop. Clean fielding and on to first, and the runner is out. The dramatic call by James Mathis.
Not out by a lot. Ramadan showing some wheels there to almost beat that out.
Total will be the batter. He is the catcher for this team. And he bats with nobody on and 1 out here. That pitch was illegal as it was a little bit too high for ball 1.
If this is your first game with us, illegal means it either didn't make 6 feet high or it went over 12 feet high. And that signal that Cody Anderegg is making with her arm is that it was illegal. So those are both balls. You can swing it at an illegal pitch, but it's a ball if you don't.
It's 3 balls and 1 strike. And that pitch is short, and it's a walk. Here is Jenkins, the pitcher.
So it looks like we're going to have a runner for Potal. I'm not sure which this is. You get one courtesy runner per inning, and if someone has an ADA designation, they can also get a runner. The difference being for the courtesy, you can use anyone.
Ramadan is going to be the runner. He is at first base with one out, and Jenkins the batter.
If it's an ADA accommodation, it has to be the last out, and Ramadan was in fact the last out because this could be either. He's so fast, he might be the runner of choice no matter what.
And that first pitch is a ball. Here's a pop-up. Shortstop calls for it. Runner does not run to first base. He just kind of dilly-dallied at home plate, but he's out on the pop-up, and that's out number 2. 2 out now. The bottom of the batting order is Nguyen. Nguyen, the EH in this game. This team has 2 subs that they're playing with, and the pitch to Nguyen is hit to left center field. The shortstop made an attempt for it. He does not come up with the ball. The runner on his way to third. Ramadan is safe. The ball got by the third baseman, but it was backed up by A, the fence, and B, the pitcher. And on the play, Nguyen makes it to second base.
So win the extra hitter, you get to bat all 10 of the players playing defense, and then you can bat 1 to 2 more, so you can bat up to 12 hitters. Both of these teams batting 11 with some subs, which at this point in the tournament is usually a wise play. If you bat everyone and someone is injured and can't play, that's an out every time they come up in the lineup.
So we're back to the top of the order, and Chia, who in the first inning singled and scored his team's first run. First pitch, short, ball 2. Here is the next delivery. And that pitch is a ball.
Must have been just inside. Looked pretty good there where it landed.
Another one is low, and the bases are loaded. So, Ramadan running for Podol is at third, Nguyen at second, and Chia at first. And the first pitch to Robic is a ball.
And having thrown that many balls in a row, you might just see him wait till prove a strike can be thrown, and there it is.
There it is. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next batter, or the next pitch. That is bounced to the second baseman, throws to shortstop, get the force out there. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Chia forced at second base, 4-6 on the putout, and the inning is over. No runs in the top of the second for D's Nuts. We go to the bottom of the second, and we are still at 3-2 in favor of D's Nuts over the Arizona Serpents on the Cloud Sports Network.
And later this year, for the first time ever, the Gay Softball World Series is headed to Las Vegas. All bets are on, beginning October 14th and carrying through the 19th. With thousands of athletes competing to earn a spot to win a world championship, you can join Hall of Famer Rich Siegel and the rest of the Cloud Sports Network crew as we bring you all the action. Visit ipridesoftball.org for more information. That's ipridesoftball.org. Again, the World Series is usually held sometime late in August or early September, but it would be a little too hot here to do it then in Vegas, so they pushed it back to October, where the weather should be a little bit nicer, warmer than this weekend, but not so hot that it's abusive to play.
Leadoff batter here in the bottom of the second will be Eddie Pedroza, who takes the first pitch at short for a ball. Pedroza, Gonzalez, and Liao will bat in this inning. And that pitch is outside, ball 3. The 3-1 is a ball 4.
And we here at Cloud Sports want to send a big Cloud Sports shout out to one of our biggest fans, Miss Gladys. Miss Gladys is the mother of the umpire out there on the bases. And Miss Gladys used to watch a lot of our games. We lost Miss Gladys this past year, but we know that she's out there watching.
Henry Gonzalez will be the batter. Swung on and hits a fly ball out into left center field. And the catch is made by the left fielder coming across from his left, running to his left, makes the catch for out number 1. And here is Marco Leal.
And if you are hearing some more fan noises, that's because as we get later in the day, these are closer to championships and trophy-winning teams, and other teams stick around to cheer from their same city or other cities. So this will probably get louder as we go, not quieter.
There is a pop-up, and racing in from third base to make the catch is Ramadan, and he does make that catch in foul territory for out number 2. And the batter will be Sidney Guzman.
Ramadan finding a lot of uses for those speedy wheels that he has. Okay, so what you saw there was a question of whether the runner left the base too quickly. The umpire says no.
Guzman swings and misses for a strike. Apparently on that pop foul, Pedrosa took second. There's a line drive hit out into left field, and the ball drops in for a hit. Pedrosa will hold at third on the base hit by Guzman, and we come back to the top of the order. First and third with 2 out for Michael Donovan, who grounded out to the second baseman in the first inning. Swung on and hit foul to the right side and out of play. The next delivery is lined into right center field, and that ball is going to get down. It's going to roll to the fence. Pedrosa scores. Guzman comes around third. She will score. Donovan on his way to third, and he's going to score as the ball just coming into the infield, and it's a 3-run in the park home run for the Serpents.
And with 3 scoring on that inside the park home run, the home team has taken the lead. Now up 5-3 over D's Nuts.
The batter will be Paulina Romero. Reached and scored in the first inning. She swings and lines one into right center field for a base hit. And she is a 2-out base runner with 3 have already scored. And the batter will be Carlos Aguiar. First pitch to Carlos, swung on and hit in the air to right field. Right center fielder comes over and he drops the ball. Here comes Paulina Romero to third base. They will not send her. She thought about it, but did not. She held third base.
Looked like there was a little miscommunication out there. Both outfielders running towards the ball. Wasn't clear who was going to stop, and then it just dropped.
Keenan Petschke, the batter. First pitch to him. Swings and hits a high fly ball to deep left field.
That is over the fence, and in a D division, that is an out. You may have seen our C coverage earlier in the day. C teams get 1 home run over the fence per game. In D, it is an out.
So 3 runs did score in the bottom of the second inning. We head to the top of the third. These Nuts will have their third at bat. They now trail the Arizona Serpents by the score of 5-3 on the Cloud Sports Network. I'm going to let you know that we are broadcasting from the Ken Scarce Memorial Studio here in Las Vegas. Ken, a Naga Hall of Famer, also a former GLASA commissioner and a former director of this Sin City Classic, a huge, huge early supporter of Cloud. Ken passed away in 2021. In his honor, the Ken Scarce Leadership Award was created, and there is also a scholarship fund in his name as well.
All right, Rich, this is what I wanted to check for you. So there were already 2 outs in that inning. So the ball going over the fence was a third out no matter what. However, in this tournament, for Open E, Open D, which is what we are in, any ball hit over the fence would be an inning-ending out. So even if that had been the first ball hit, the inning would have been over.
All right, here is Zinnel, who flied to left center field in his first at-bat. Here's a long fly ball hit out into left center field. And the left center fielder racing over about 10 feet to the right makes the catch. That's Paulina Romero, and that is the first out. Again, a fly ball to left center field by the Zinnel, and that is the first out. Will bring up Sanders, who doubled and scored in the first inning.
And Rich, we have another shout out coming from the production team. We want to mention that Adrian Lacey is watching from snowy Wisconsin, and she's watching with her 12-year-old son, who is actually named after number 23 on the Serpents, Kyle.
How nice. Kyle Veely. Well, welcome. Thank you for watching. This is a base hit to left center field by Sanders. He's a one-out base runner for Gerke, who had hit a double, but he missed first base, and so it was an out. But a run did score as a result of that. And the next pitch is a strike. Ogle is on deck. And that pitch is inside. 3-1. And he walks. He wasn't sure either. Or was it?
I believe the count's full. She called the first pitch a strike. And there it is, 3-2 she's showing now.
When she held her fingers up before that pitch, she held up 3-1. So that's why the confusion. All right, so it's a full count.
Good sportspersonship all around there.
And there is a fly ball hit out into center field. The ball has some carry, but the catch is made out there. And that is out number 2. 2 down, and Ogle the batter. Ogle reached on a single in the first inning. Tough guy wearing shorts on what has turned now into a chilly late afternoon as the sun continues to go down in the western sky. First pitch is a strike call. A ball and 2 strikes. And the next one swung on and bounced off the pitcher's glove and on into center field, just beyond the reach of the shortstop. And on his way to third base is Sanders. They throw into third base. The ball got by the third baseman, hit the fence, but Pedrosa was backing up the play. And on the play, Ogle made it to second base.
And I'm not sure they will be running on the left center fielder's arm very often after that throw. It was thrown with speed over the head of the third base person, but had it been on line, that might have been an out. Impressive arm out there.
DeWitt, the batter. Popped to the pitcher in his first at-bat. Takes the pitch very short. 2 balls, 1 strike. And here is the next delivery. Swung on and lined to the shortstop. Falls in front, makes the throw to first, and safe. A run scores as Sanders crosses the plate. On the play, Ogle to third. So DeWitt is safe on an infield single, and that'll bring up Ramadan, who bounced to the shortstop in his first at-bat. There's a line drive into center field, and that is caught. Left center fielder makes the catch. All 3 putouts in the inning. A run does score, however, for the D's Nuts, and we go to the bottom of the third. Our new score is the Arizona Serpents 5 and D's Nuts 4 here on the Cloud Sports Network. out onto the field. Nevertheless, Marcial is going to lead off here.
Where's the game streaming live? Oh, hey. Sorry.
It's on the Sin City Classic Facebook page and the Sin City Classic YouTube page.
Thank you.
We are talking to a fan who wants to know where this is being streamed live, and so let your friends know Sin City Classic Facebook and Sin City Facebook YouTube channel.
And we have enjoyed the couple of shout outs we have gotten. We'd like to get more. One of the reasons we like to do this is for people to have a chance to see their loved ones play sports.
Very high fly ball into left field. Left fielder was playing deep, and so the ball falls in front for a hit. Relay throw gets a little bit beyond the second baseman, but the pitcher backing up. So it's a single for Marcel, and that'll bring up Kyle Beeling, who hit a sacrifice fly and an RBI in the first inning.
And whose namesake is watching in snowy Wisconsin.
And the first pitch to him, swing and a miss. Here's the next one. Swung on and lined into right center field, and that ball drops for a hit. It'll be first and third with nobody out as Marcial makes it to third base. The other runner to second on the throw. And the batter will be Jose Villarreal.
Good job by Ramadan to corral that throw down the line and keep any further advancement from the runners.
Jose can add to his team's one-run lead, but he takes the first pitch inside for a ball, 2-1. And the next delivery is a ball, 3 balls and 1 strike. On-deck hitter is the pitcher, Eddie Pedroza. And the next one is a strike called. The count is full. And the next delivery. Here's a high fly ball hit out into left field. The ball's got some carry, but the left fielder had him played perfectly. I only had to go back about 10 steps or so, and he makes the catch. However, it's a sacrifice fly, as on the play, Marcial scores the 6th run of the game. And the score is now 6-4 on the sacrifice fly. That's the first out of the inning, and it brings up Eddie Pedroza. The other runner, Kyle Benning, is now at third base. He tagged up as well. That ball was hit very deep. For a moment there, I thought we were going to have another home run over the fence that would have counted as an out. But we did not, and Pedroza waits for this pitch, and it's a strike. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, bounce to third. Looks the runner back to first and then overthrow. Oh, no, he did make the catch. It's an out is made there. But running on the play after the throw was made to first base is Kyle Benning, and he scores. So the put out goes 5-3. Pedroza out on the ground ball to third base. And Henry Gonzalez will be the batter. He flied to left in his previous at-bat.
And there's just not much you can do with a runner who's speedy enough. Ramadan did everything he could to really hold that runner, get him back, but threw for the out and just couldn't get it back to the catcher in time.
Henry Gonzalez bats with 2 runs in and 2 outs here. And the first pitch is popped foul to the screen.
Home base umpire, Andrew just wiping off the plate there, making sure she can still see the corners.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and lined into left field for a base hit. So a 2-out base runner as Henry Gonzalez reaches, and that'll bring up Marco Leal. Sidney Guzman is in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball hit out into left and left center. The ball is down. Gonzalez comes around third. The ball gets by the shortstop. He recovers, but Gonzalez scores, and it's a double for Leal, and it is now 8-4. And Sidney Guzman will be the batter. Henry Gonzalez did some housekeeping at third base. Not sure why that was necessary, but here's a ground ball to short. Fielded cleanly by the shortstop on to first. And that is the end of the third inning. 3 more runs, however, do score for the Arizona Serpents. They now have an 8-4 lead as we head to the top of the fourth here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And Rich, it looks like we have multiple generations watching out there in snowy Wisconsin. Kyle, number 23 from the Arizona Serpents, we mentioned his namesake watching, but also his parents are watching.
How nice.
It is. It's great. You know, a lot of these folks, we talked a little bit about this in some of our broadcasts, LGBTQ plus softball, very important to a lot of these players. You will have people in these leagues talk about how being able to have softball as part of their coming out story helped save their lives, got them through a tough time. And it's great to see so much acceptance by people and their families across the board. And we just love letting these folks see their loved ones play, because it's not something you get to do, especially when they're traveling for tournaments.
So we hope those of you in Wisconsin are staying warm, because we know that it is very brutally cold up there right now. And the first pitch, Poto to lead off here in the top of the fourth, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. I have to be honest with you and say, there's a swing and a bouncing ball to the shortstop, over to first, and the out is made. I am not looking forward to getting on the plane tomorrow to go home. Last I checked, it was 26 degrees and a wind chill of 14 in Austin. And ice expected tonight.
As you probably know better than I, there's lots of different ways to say how bad a storm is, but I think the fact that it was able to delay a football game in Buffalo is as impressive as anything.
Indeed it is. Here's a high fly ball hit out into left field, and the catch is made, so the pitcher Jenkins is out. That's out number 2 here in the bottom of the fourth. Excuse me, the top of the fourth, and it'll bring up Wynn, who singled in the second inning. Eddie Pedroza about to toss his first pitch to Nguyen. That's a little bit illegal, but he goes after it anyway and bounces one in the hole. Shortstop fields it, but he has no play because Nguyen runs very fast and was able to make it. He would have beaten any throw. So we come back to the top of the order.
And as you point out, you're allowed to swing the legal pitches, and if you put it in play, then you get the results of whatever happened there. Usually if you're doing it, your coach is sort of upset until they see you make it to first safely.
Chia, the batter. Chia has singled and has walked. He has scored a run. And here is the next delivery. And that's a strike. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2, and that ball is hit to the right side. It is underneath the second baseman's backhanded attempt. It goes into right center field, and on the play, it is Nguyen to third base, so it'll be first and third on the single by Chia, and that'll bring up Robick, who has singled and scored and hit into a fielder's choice. Score is 8-4 here in the top of the fourth. The Arizona Serpents leading the D's Nuts from Seattle. And the winner of this game will play the team from Norfolk for the championship. And the first pitch just missed by the reaction of the catcher. Ball 2, strike 1. Swing and a bouncing ball to the second baseman. He flips to short, and the inning is over. All right, that is the end of the top of the fourth, and our score still remains 8-4 in favor of the Arizona Serpents here on the Cloud Sports Network.
So we'll tell you about another one of our sponsors, and that is the United States Gay Sport Network, or USGSN. They invite you to come out and play. USGSN is America's largest LGBTQ plus sports directory that highlights every league and tournament in the country. If you want to find a league or tournament by and for the LGBTQ plus community and its allies, then head on over to USGSN.com. The network currently features over 800 LGBTQ plus leagues, 45 different sports in 42 states and 85 cities. Visit USGSN.com or follow them on all of your favorite social media platforms with the tag @USGSN.
All right, we are at play in the bottom of the fourth inning. Leadoff batter is Michael Donovan, and he hits one off the second baseman's glove and into right field. And that'll bring up Paulina Romero. First pitch to Paulina. She swings and lines one into right field. That is in for a base hit. Michael Donovan on his way to third. Romero on her way to second. It'll be second and third and nobody out. So the first two reach on a single and a double. And Carlos Aguiar, who was singled and scored and reached on an error, has a chance to add to his team's lead. He has runners at scoring position at second and third. Donovan and Romero. The on-deck batter is 51. And the first pitch to Aguiar. Swung on and bounced past the third baseman. On into left field for a hit. And 2 runs are going to score. So Aguiar reaches. Michael Donovan will be the courtesy runner for him. And a new batter comes to the plate. Jesus Gonzalez is going to be batting here for Keenan Petchke. They're making sure that everything is legal with this guy coming up to pinch hit. Petchke was at the EH, and now Gonzalez will bat for him. So there was no defensive move from this, just a pinch hitter, and the first pitch is a ball. It is 10 to 4 here in the fourth inning. Thank you. Gonzalez swings and grounds one up the middle and on into center field for a hit. Donovan will hold at second base. Again, he's running for Carlos Aguiar. And it's a single to center field for Jesus Gonzalez, and that'll bring up Marcial.
Shortstop got close, but couldn't quite reel that one in.
Nobody out, and 2 on. Fourth inning. 10-4, and there is a fly ball hit out into left field for a base hit. They'll play station to station. Donovan will hold at third base on the single, and so the bases are loaded, and the batter will be Kyle Beeling.
And we were just informed that there are 3 minutes left in this game, so if the Serpents can continue to hit for those 3 minutes as the home team, they would win the game.
And the first pitch. Swung on and hit into right field. Right fielder draws the bean on it, and he makes the catch. Everybody is going to tag. A run has scored. Donovan running for Aguiar has scored. And on the play, Jesus Gonzalez to third and Marcial to second. First base is not occupied now. The batter is going to be Jose Villarreal. First pitch to him is a ball. Ball 2, strike 1. And here is the next delivery. And there is a strike called. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. It's a little high, but he goes after it anyway. Bounces it to the second baseman. A run will score. The throw is made to first base, and the batter is out. But he does drive in Jesus Gonzalez with the 4th run of the inning and the 12th run of the game. And on the play, Marcial makes it to third base. Eddie Pedroza, the batter. A walk and a grounder to third. And here is the first pitch. He swings and lines one up the middle and on into center field. It is down for a hit. Left center fielder comes across, makes the play into second base, and it's a run scored for Marcial. A 5-run inning on the RBI single by Pedroza, and that'll bring up Henry Gonzalez. A fly to left, a single, and a run scored.
And since we're in the 4th inning, the run rule would be 15, so we're not going to get there. This game is going to, whether we get another inning or not will be determined by whether they can get an out before the clock goes off.
Gonzalez swings and lines one foul down the left side. The score is 13-4 for the Serpents over the D's Nuts. So the Arizona team looking to end the run of another Seattle team, and that is a foul, and it is a strikeout. So they will play the top of the 5th, unless we go to the top of the 5th, and our new score is 13-4, the Serpents over the D's Nuts on the Cloud Sports Network.
And so in this 5th inning, D's Nuts would need to tie the game, so they would need 9 runs for us to go to the bottom of the 5th.
And they'll bat their 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Zinno, Sanders, and Gerke. The clock has run out, so barring a big rally, they need 9.
But as we have said so
much, yes,
I was going to say the same thing. Yep, we have seen this. 9, 10-run innings, a 20-run or a 19-run inning, I think, was the max we have seen today.
Sinnel has flied to left center and flied to left center. Eddie Pedroza trying to get his team into the next round, which is the championship game. There's a ground ball to the left side, fielded by the third baseman on 2 hops, and he throws the first to the out.
And so again, at the conclusion of this game, we will take a break, and then we will be back with what is the championship game, which will be the winner of this game. At the moment, you got to put your money on the Serpents against the team out of the winner's bracket, which is the Norfolk, I believe it's the Gunners.
The Norfolk Gunners is correct, but 2 more outs need to be made, and the next batter will be Sanders, who has doubled, singled, scored 2 runs, so he takes a strike. I imagine that they may give the Serpents a little more time to recover from these games that they've been playing. They've gone back to back to back, and that pitch is strike 3 called. One more out, and it's on to the championship game, and the pitcher does a little dance on the mound. You don't see it too often, but when you do, gosh, the pitcher loves it. And an appreciative crowd loves it too. Here's Gerke. A ball. 2 balls and a strike.
So they're going to
And
intentionally
they're going
walk
to
this
intentionally
batter.
walk yeah. Okay, I won't even question as to why that happened. Here is Ogle. Here's the first pitch by Pedroza. Ogle swings and lifts one into right center field. The catch is made. The game is over, and it's on to the championship match for the Arizona Serpents. The final score here in this round, it is the Arizona Serpents 13, the D's Nuts from Seattle 4. Congratulations for D's Nuts. They will finish third in the tournament. We congratulate them and their fans for a tournament well played. Have nothing to be upset about. You did a good job, and congratulations to the team from Seattle, and congratulations to the Arizona Serpents. They are about to play for the championship in this game. They need to win it in order to keep the possibility going. And we will have that game for you in a few minutes. Thank you for being with us here on the Cloud Sports Network. We'll be back in a few minutes here from Las Vegas. I think that kid's name...